The Good Apex Predator. The scene is Kitchen Kettle Village in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Two sly foxes, Foxy and Sienna, are getting ready to go into the jam store. As they stand outside, they are looking through a wallet for a way to pay for their treats.
I don't know, Sienna. That seal didn't carry much cash around with him. I guess we'll just have to use a credit card.
Well, that's okay. Everybody takes credit cards. They won't care.
Yes, but look at the name on the credit card. Snowball Frost. Which one of us is going to pretend like their name is Snowball? The name of Snowball doesn't make sense for a red fox. Don't you think the clerk would be suspicious?
Relax. We'll buy 4 or 5 cases of jam and be out of town before anybody stops to wonder if maybe we're using a stolen credit card. Boy, this seal was sure dumb. Getting into our fake Uber when we picked him up from the mall.
Yes, and when we stopped on that country road and pushed him off of the car, he still didn't seem to understand he was being robbed. Well, let's hurry up and get our jam and get on our way. Someone may spot him in the ditch soon and give him a ride into town. We don't want him to see us before we can get away.
After a few minutes, the two foxes come out of the store with 5 cases of jam and drive away. A very distinguished-looking moose, Pastor Rocky, is just getting out of his car with one of the Sunday school teachers from his church, Miss Rosie.
No, Pastor Rocky, maybe we should have stopped to see if that seal was okay. He was just lying there on the side of the road. What if he was really hurt?
We both agreed it wasn't a good idea to stop out there in the middle of nowhere. It might have been some kind of trick or something.
Yes, and then we are in a hurry. We have to pick up the gingerbread men and the soft pretzels for the kids' party at church and get back there with them right away. Getting lost on those back roads made us so late.
Right. And we don't want the kids to be disappointed. After all, my job is to take care of my flock. I can't waste time getting involved with someone I don't know.
Pastor Rocky and Miss Rosie go into the bakery and come out a few minutes later with 3 big boxes of treats. As they are putting them into the church van, another car pulls into the parking lot and Miss Rosie stares at the driver.
Well, of all the nerve. Pastor Rocky, did you see who was in that car that just pulled in? A wolf.
A wolf? Are you sure?
I guess I know an apex predator when I see one. Let's get out of here. I don't like to be around when one of those creatures is on the prowl.
Pastor Rocky and Miss Rosie drive away just as Eclipse jumps out of his car and looks around. He looks around and spots a sign on a door that says office. He hurries in where Nora, a friendly wombat, is standing behind the counter with her back to the door. Her pets, Bonnie the cat and Nilla dog, are sleeping on chairs in the lobby. They jump up, startled, when a wolf walks in.
A wolf? What is he doing here?
I don't know. I hope he's not here to cause trouble.
Of course he's here to cause trouble. That's what wolves do, right?
Pardon me, madame. Do you have rooms where travelers can stay the night?
Ah! A wolf!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm looking for a place to stay the night. Do you have any rooms?
Well, yes. There's one left, but I'm sure you wouldn't want it. It's rather expensive for just one guest. It's a little cottage, actually, with 2 bedrooms. I'm sure it's much too big for you. You are by yourself, sir. Not with your pets or anything like that.
Well, I wasn't traveling with anyone, but I found a seal along the road. the road who had looked like he had been robbed and pushed over out of a car. A cottage with 2 rooms is perfect. That way we can each stay and have our own room. But I can stay with him until he's feeling better. You see, he hasn't any money or credit card or identification. He's going to need help to get back home.
But if he hasn't any money, how will he pay his share of the room?
Oh, that's no problem. I'll pay for everything. Here's my credit card.
Did you hear that? That wolf says he's helping a seal who was robbed.
It sounds like he's going to be nice, but he's a wolf. I don't trust him. I know what. When he leaves to go to their room, let's follow him and see if we can get the whole story by spying on him.
Nora shows Eclipse where the cottage is by drawing an arrow on a map. As he leaves, Bonnie and Nilla slip out of the lobby and follow him to the cottage. They hide in the bushes and watch as Eclipse helps Snowball out of the van.
Here we are, Mr. Frost. You can come here and rest for the night. I'll call the police while you take a nice hot bath. Then I'll get you some dinner from the restaurant and you'll feel much better.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. You're being so kind to me. You won't believe how many people drove past me while I was lying there beside the road. Why, one of the cars that passed me was a church van. You would think that church people would have stopped to help me, but no. They just slowed down, took one look, and kept on going. It was heartbreaking.
Did you hear that? A church van passed the poor seal and left him on the road. But then a wolf stopped to help him. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, but somehow it reminds me of a story Nora has read for us from the Bible. Something about who is my neighbor?
Well, believe it or not, the best neighbor the seal had today was a wolf.
The end. We hoped you liked our modern day Good Samaritan story. Who is your neighbor and how are you helping him or her?